Hi everyone, good morning, and hope you are all doing great. I just sent the topic of today's session in the chat box, which is how to act as the newcomer in any environment, and how to adjust to a new environment when you start, for example, a new job or things like that. So. I was thinking of this topic first as I can say as a company over a point of view. So the company, for example, uh, the company like us in Moracle, we try to have a smooth onboarding process in which we try to introduce the company value, the company standards, and visions, and all of these things to every newcomer that is in here, and every new intern. So I think it one of the important things in this topic, that how a newcomer can adjust to a new place, a new company, is the onboarding process of that company, which really helps because when, for example, when I um, um, completely explain Moracle standards to a new an intern, so they're going to know what is our values, what we try to achieve here, and it helps them to um, be easier adapted to this new environment that they are in. So I think it's from for example, Merkel's point of view, and it's the part that the company plays here. But for the new person, for example, for the intern that is coming here and or coming to any new environment, I think first thing has to be it's a change, and I think that human nature is a little hard with changes. They are a little it's not easy for I it's my personal idea that for every person, every human is hard to experience a change. So I think it's good to try to anticipate the changes that is going to happen after you come into the new environment, come to the new company. What's going to be changed, and try to prepare yourself for the changes that's going to happen. So yeah, I think, and after that, it's you try to build relationships when you enter the new company. Try to know your colleagues better, know your boss better. It's really important. I think that you can build a relationship between your colleagues, between your boss, and understand, how they do things here, how they build relationship, how they communicate with each other, and try to be active. And also it's important that you don't try to please, anyone. You have to act like yourself, not act in a way to please everyone, because I think that won't do you good, because um people will understand when you don't act like yourself, or you are pretending. So I think you have to be you, but you have to try to communicate. You have to try to understand the I can say unwritten rules that are between the people in the new environment, so you can adjust better, so you can you know um, easier settle easier in that company. So it's good to reach out to your coworkers, to your colleagues, ask questions whenever you have any problem. Especially, I'm talking about Moracle, that I always ask people to, whenever they have a problem, they have an issue, they can always come to I don't know, the administrator, like for example Arlet and I, or in any other company, because the company that you are in, they also want you to adjust easier and sooner. So they are going to help you, and it's good to ask questions whenever you have any uh, problem or issue. So I think this is the other tip that I can say, that ask questions and try to be more communicative. And these are the things that I could think of. So I want to invite anyone else to share their thoughts and let us know what they think. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Noah.
Morning, Noah.
Okay. So for me, there are certain ways I believe when you are starting or coming into a new environment, there are several ways you can be able to behave. And most importantly, I believe there is an orientation process that each and every company might have. And if you go through this orientation process, I believe you'll be able to do certain things. So like for us here now at Moracle, I do believe one of the key things that maybe the administrator will send to you is like, you need to have the accountancy formula. You need to understand it. And then in terms of stage one work, you need to understand what we call that specialized knowledge, which of course, in terms of us defining what is stage one, all the other stuff. So you see, it's very, very important. So it's key. So for me, first of all, I don't believe as you coming into a new environment, one, you need to be a proactive someone. If you are proactive, you need to take the initiative. Whenever I discuss with more like you see that, oh, you just need to have that. You need to take the initiative. You need to learn about your role. Okay, you are here, you're doing stage one or either stage two. You need to understand your role, the responsibility, the culture of the company, what is our core values. This might help you properly in terms of you staying into a company. It's very, very important. So, and you need to ask a lot of questions because it's very, very important. You asking a lot of questions, it's key. So again, another thing I believe you come into a new environment that you need to put into place is about you building a relationship, because relationship goes a long way. You get to know, just like how you measure Sepi there. You mentioned about knowing your colleagues. You need to visit. I always talk about you going to different rooms, even though we are working remotely. You need to go into a room, talk to different people. We are most importantly, we are all coming from different continents. So you see, and I believe the culture is different. The way people do things is very difficult. Is different. So, but you get to know your colleagues, your managers. You need to understand, keep that positive relationship. And then more importantly, you need to communicate effectively to your colleagues. It's very, very important. Also, if you are working again, another thing again, like you need to have a planner, or you need to have a goal as an individual, and also a goal that will help you to do your work. It's very, very key. It's very, very important. You need to establish a goal. If you establish a goal, clear goals, because only clear goals will lead you to what you want. You need to establish them. And even though you might be thinking that, oh, you know what, I'm going slowly, but yet still, there are certain things you might be doing that may lead you to your goal. So just don't relent. So you see, make sure you establish goals when coming to what you want to achieve here. See, it's very, very important. Another thing again is you being organized. The last time I was talking to Mola, I have a planner that has been for more than how many years. Different sheets. You see sheet upon sheet. Yeah, he tell you, see, you know what? This is how I plan my life, how I plan my day. So it hardly, if you go and meet more like say you want to keep a meet, what he will tell you, let me look at my list, let me look at my planner. That show how each and every one of us here should be operating. We should not be that kind of, oh, I want to have something with you. Let's spend 1 hour. No, you need to look, you need to have a list, which of course you'll be able to see what are some of the things, or if someone had the time that the person wants to come and to discuss with you, if you have planned yourself to do something. So you need to be organized when coming to new environment, because if you are organized, you'll be able to reach your goals. You will be able to accomplish different tasks because you're organized. So you see, it's very, very important. Then also always embrace feedback, because you have been doing something differently, and then you come into a new environment. There are certain things that you might be doing. It may be wrong. You might be making mistakes, but because of you're not listening to feedback, then that's a problem. So it's very, very important also for you to listen or take feedback very, very importantly when you come into a new environment. Feedback are very important. These are some of the things that build us for us to do certain things. And then you need to embrace mistakes, because, oh, you might tell yourself, I've done something wrong. Okay, oh, I'm bad. I'm not good at it. These negative thoughts come into your mind. No, that's not how we operate. Whenever we discuss, you hear more like tell you, know what? Go and do this, go and do this. You will not break anything. If you mistake, we'll correct it. So that's the idea. That's how you should be coming. You need to fill yourself with positive things. You say, because you're not breaking anything here. And yeah, that's the reality. If you make a mistake, we'll correct it. That's a way for you it's a step closer for you to learn new things. Failure is part of success. You see, it's not the opposite, but it's part of success. So if you don't embrace mistakes, then automatically, I don't think you're really ready as a newcomer. You're really ready to learn something new. So it's very, very important for us to keep some of these things in mind. It's very, very important. So thank you. This is my own take on this topic. Thank you, Sepide.
Thank you, Noah. Yeah, that was really good points. Yeah, you have to know your responsibilities and roles in the new job, and you have to be organized and set your goals. Yeah, thank you. That was really good points. Hi, Sukesh, I think you want.
Hi, Sepide. Good morning, everyone. Hope you are
Morning.
doing well. So, yeah, coming to the topic, how to act as the newcoming in any environment. First, I want to relate this, I want to relate to I want to relate myself, because when I joined Moracle, this is my first experience as a um, working person. I never worked before. When I joined Moracle, here I found many from different countries, and I don't know how to behave with them. I don't know how to talk with them. But and I was like, literally, I don't know how to talk. So uh, I was like becoming tense every day, and I don't know how to talk also. So there are few things which we need to look when we join some new company, um, as a new person. Yeah, first thing is like we should not be overwhelmed, because you know we cannot learn things in a one day. So it's a process to learn something. So you know what, in one day we can't learn, and maybe tomorrow you will talk to some new person and learn something new from them. And day after tomorrow you'll talk to some new person, you will learn something new from them. I know, like we should never be overwhelmed by looking new persons, and the work culture here we have. And yeah, it takes time, so we need to be so patient enough that uh, yeah, we will learn work in a on daily basis. So yeah, and second thing is like we need to find a good mentor, whether it could be a senior, or whether it could be a your some experienced person, anyone it could be. Because someone, like, as you are a newcomer, you need some guidance from someone to get some support in every aspect, whether it could be general aspect, whether it could be subjective aspect, anything, like, yeah, we need to have a good mentor. Yeah, that thing. And here we have many persons, and we may arise, we may we may have many questions that how this company is going to how to work here, and what are the steps we need to follow. And here we have first we need to when I came, I don't know how to start here, but people guided me, like Nova, like Sepide gave, and Arlet, these like Mariama, like these people guided me so much that it's a process. And I was thinking that directly to start work without getting any certification, like I was in that mood. But when I came to this company, I thought certification to get some knowledge in that few books zero. After that only will this company allows me to work. So yeah, I adapted in very less time. So we need to ask as many as questions to our seniors or experienced people that we find here. And we need to be a good team player. Yeah, like we may go to different persons, and they behave in different way, and we need to behave in we need to behave in different moods that we find. Like no, every person is different, and we need to behave in their own way, which they like. Yeah. And we have here different cultures. Like everyone is from different country, like most of the people are from different countries. So we need to adapt to their cultures, and we need to respect their cultures. um, and we need to talk in a polite way. I mean, yeah, we need to talk in a polite way. And yeah, one more thing is, like, I found when we talk to any person, we need to be like in a smiling mood. Like, we need to smile when you are talking. I found this, I learned from this from more like. So when he talks, like, he smiles every time. Yeah, these things helps someone to recognize the person who is talking. Like, yeah, smile makes someone to feel better. Yeah. And as Noah said, feedback is the main thing. Like, I have learned a few things here after coming. Like, I was working, and I got few certifications also. But feedback from some person or a experienced or senior, it's a main important thing. Like, if you don't get feedback, you don't know what the wrong thing and what the right thing. uh, like how to improve, where to improve, you don't know, right? So yeah, it's a feedback is the main part in this newcomer journey, I want to say. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, this I want to add things. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sukesh. Thank you for sharing your experience and your own thoughts. Thank you. So if anyone else wants to go ahead and share anything. Hi, Robert.
Hi, Sipite. Good morning, everyone. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for the contributions so far made. My own contribution on this is when you are a new person in a company, you've got to understand that company. In olden days, we were encouraged to read manuals because there would be manuals, but now you can access the website, get to understand the mission, the objectives, and then the values. That's really, really important because it's going to guide you along. And as a person, you've got to express yourself professionally to your colleagues, the way you approach them. You've got to understand the culture, how things are done in a particular area. It's like traveling to a different country. There are ways how things are done, what they do in the mornings or in the evenings or lunchtime or when they go for prayer, that sort of thing. So here in the morning, we all come here for this session. So it must be respected because that's the culture. That's how things are done. And we're expected to contribute, however little. So it's really, really important to understand the culture. Then you've got to observe how things are done. Okay, here everybody works in a different office. But again, in case you have an issue or you don't understand something, be observant how things are done so that when something is shown to you, it doesn't have to be repeated many times. Sometimes it has to be repeated, even for me or anybody else, but try to be observant, be careful, listen carefully or listen attentively. Because when people are listening, sometimes they are listening to give you their own opinion. They're just waiting for you to finish so that they tell you whatever. They are not listening to you. So that's really, really important to, when you are being talked to listen carefully and understand somebody's view before you can put across your point of view. And then the other thing, which I think has been mentioned already, ask questions. We are not sure, ask questions. People will answer you and they respect you. But when you say, or when you feel like, oh, I think I understand this, let me do it my way, and then you end up in a wrong sort of scenario when you could have sought guidance or advice. If you are not sure, ask. It's not a problem. Though my colleague Noah said you're not going to break anything. It's true, you're not going to break anything. But again, if you have the, if somebody's available, speak to them before you go into you attempt an exercise you are not sure. The other one is also be approachable. Because when people speak to you and you are like in a mood and you are like too busy or you're in a hurry, that kind of thing, then they are not going to come to you again. They say, okay, that gentleman or that lady is not in a very good mood all the time. Then that way you are not approachable and you're going to miss out. So try to be simple to your colleagues. In the same way, be flexible. Sometimes you have so much on your table, but save a second to listen to somebody and then get to know what they want. If you can't do it for them, then direct them to where they want. Yeah. The other one is contributing positively. Sometimes we have discussions and in between us, you can always be negative. Oh, no, that's not right. Try to be positive. Try to, okay, use different words when you are speaking to your colleague. Sound positive. Otherwise, people feel like they don't want to chat to you or they don't want to discuss to you or with you. So always try to be as positive as you can. Though there are some frustrations, it can happen, but let's try to be that professional. And the other thing is respecting norms which are already in place. If things are done in a certain way, it goes back to the culture. Try to do as they do. Try to respect it. If you want to challenge it, fine. But first understand why it's being done that way before you can start challenging. Then try to build relationships gradually as you work with your colleagues, get to understand them and know who knows what and who appreciates what. Otherwise, you are going to stamp in their face with things which are not right. So once you understand the people you're working with, it's just like any other relationship where we interact, whether it's a place of worship, whether it's a football team or whatever. You've got to understand how somebody acts and so approach them in a different way. Everybody is not the same. We are not all the same, but we can all work together as a team. So a new person in a new place, you've got to try and accommodate the setting which is there before you can probably bring in your own thinking to the team. That's my contribution. Thank you.
Thank you, Robert. Thank you for mentioning all these good points. Yeah. So anyone else wants to go ahead and share?
Yes, I'd like to contribute to today's topic. I think I just want to complete or complement what Robert has said, and of course the others as well, especially the aspect of the existing people at the company. You know, how do they also contribute to a good orientation, and how do they also support the newcomers? You know, it's not just about the newcomer. You know, of course, we are talking about them and how do they behave in a new environment, but it is really important to also note the fact that, yeah, the people already existing in the company should be available to these newcomers. They should be ready to support this newcomer. Just answer the questions if you know, because already you are here, and so there are things that you already know. And of course, these newcomers in bracket might be under a specific person's, responsibilities, but then if they are working on something that you already know, just be flexible enough, available also to help where you can, because sometimes you might know actually something that, whoever is responsible for them does not know, even when that's their responsibility to work with these people and give them that orientation, for example. So I think that's all I wanted to say, just for all of us who are already, here, who have already worked here, we might help each other in that aspect. Just if you have something additional to help with, just do it. Feel free to do it. Do not always, push them back or send them back to, let's say I'm dealing with so and so and so. Just go to Alert. She's the one to help you with that. If you know it, if you can also help. So I think that's what I want to say. And also, for example, for our accountants and finance interns, for example, this is just an example because majorly that's what we are dealing with. Yeah, they might come in and have questions. Yeah, as we said, keep asking questions. Do not feel shy. Do not shy away, like Sukesh was saying. Yeah, he couldn't speak, he didn't know how to, but being open-minded, I have seen how he has grown in that aspect. Feel free to speak, open up, ask questions, and of course that's how you get used, because when you shy away from talking, when you do not want to show up, when you are hiding because you're scared, or you will not grow. So it's important to just, it's a risk in a way, because of course it's new for you. Like he said, he hadn't worked anywhere before, but again, that's how you gain experience. That's how you learn new things. That's how you learn how to carry yourself or behave in a work environment. When you approach people, when you feel free to approach people, to ask the questions. I mean, that's how you grow, I think. So if you think, it's also, it comes back to the personality. Of course, there are people who are shy, introverted, maybe do not like talking in public. And there are those who are free and open, and that's their personality. So personality wise, that can also affect, of course, how you integrate, how you adapt just to a new environment. But I think, generally speaking, it's important to know that you will only learn and grow when you open up, when you become open-minded and just take the risk, if I can say so. Just approach people, just go to so and so, ask the question that you want to ask, and try new things. Let's say you're afraid of speaking in public, or you don't know how to, and you watch other people doing it. That's how you can learn and also try it out. You don't just watch and stop there. Just try it out. One time, two times, three times, you find yourself comfortable also to speak in public as well. So those are just a few contributions that I wanted to add, but I want us to remember the aspect of also making it easier for these newcomers as the existing people. Just really act like, just be open, just be ready and available to help. If you can answer a question, just do it very fast instead of making the person go around asking everyone. If you know the answer to that question, just support as well, because I think this makes it easier for the newcomer also, and to feel comfortable to ask questions. I know we can be busy. I know we are very busy. Some of us are really, really busy, and we acknowledge that. But also we appreciate all the support that you have been providing to our newcomers. And I'm sure they are really comfortable now, slowly. And so yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Ale. Thank you for completing, concluded everything that everyone said. So, is there anyone else who wants to go ahead and share anything? Or if not, I think we can end our session for today. Yes, so thank you everyone for participating and communicating to this topic. And I hope we, do the things that were mentioned here, and try to, be more helpful for newcomers, and also try to be about our, not shy and try to communicate with our colleagues. Thank you. Have a nice day and goodbye.